Emily, what are we doing here? What are we doing here today?
Okay, so we're back for our second interview, this time with one of our spellcasters. And so once again, I'm Emily. I play Keket of the Scourge, and I'm here to do an interview.
Yeah.
Allison?
And I am Allison. I play Hejda Marzana. I am, she, I should say, is an undead lich and also an avid diplomat and politician. And who is our lovely guest?
I'm Sin. I play Seer, one of Shadow Camp's race. She's a undead temporal anomaly. Don't look too deeply into that.
Oh, perfect. Okay, no, we're going to actually, as a matter of fact. So you've given us the very surface level primer on Seer, but tell us a little bit about Seer. Tell us a little bit about her.
So Seer she's a wraith. Actually, the inspiration for her was Chronicles of Darkness Geist, which I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she comes from a world that is basically entirely ruled by Fae. She was a high Fae, arch-Fae, I guess, really, depending on how you want to get into it. At the moment of her death, fate went, nah, I still have a use for you, bitch. We're not done yet. Plucked what will eventually become of her soul from the underworld and dropped it in her at the moment she died. And so Seer is all at the exact same time alive, dying, and dead.
Ooh.
Incredible. I love that.
I gotta ask, does it hurt?
Depends on the day and what I'm doing.
Okay.
I love that bring in the accent a little bit too. It's perfect.
So Seer is the amalgamation, basically. She's the present. She's the primary version. I won't say personality because it's all her. And then if anybody, a few people got to meet the living version of her, Aurelia, last year, brought her out a little bit too. And then no one's met the dead version yet. So,
ooh, do you want the dead version to come out in this next game?
So I have plans for her, and the plans is hopefully either next year or 2028 be summoned as a monster.
Oh, I love that. Wow, I love that.
The dead version of Seer has been in the underworld for thousands of years, and she's a spirit of vengeance and wrath. So
that'd be a very fun monster. That'd be very cool.
It would be a fun monster. If I could pull it off, cool. Otherwise, well, then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that's the goal, at least.
Hell yeah. I love that.
So, yeah, that's a great goal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was your goal when you first thought of it.
But... It was not. I thought about it for a second. I was like, well, hold on now. Hold on now. That could be fun.
It could be. Yeah.
So obviously, Seer and a Wraith fit Shadow very well. But what made you decide to go this route? What made you decide to create Seer and join Shadow? And
so the other Shadow Camp race, the 10 of us that came last year, we're all IRL friends. Most of us live in the same area, and so they have dragged me to other LARPs in the past because they're all a fair bit older than me. So I was the wee bab friend.
Yeah, they're taking you on a trip.
Yeah, girl. And then actually, Di and Chris, who play Murmur and Augur, I met them in a parlor LARP for Chronicles of Darkness.
Oh, I didn't know that's how y'all met. That's wonderful. Yeah,
a local parlor LARP for Chronicles of Darkness. And they were like, hey, we're going to go to this really big LARP event. Do you want to come? And I was like, if I can make it work, absolutely. You know I will. And they were like, a bunch of us are going to go as wraiths. You don't have to. We want to do it as a group. But if you want to, feel free. And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? I'll join the group. So I just threw something together from scratch. And then thought a lot about it over the last year. So
She says threw something together from scratch. She's got like a beautiful costume.
I want y'all to know I threw Seer together in 5 months last year.
I'm so impressed because it was like a
Like,
very
They
cohesive look.
invited me at the end of November 2024.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to go until February of last year.
Wow. Yeah.
You made it work though. You absolutely
Well,
made
good
it work.
work.
Yeah.
You looked
I'm good
awesome
like
and you
that.
brought it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the theme of Shadow Camp. We drip for our drip, right?
We drip for our drip. Yeah, exactly. So
Right.
to that end too. So you came with a group of friends, but what has like made you, now that you've played for a year and you like you've gotten a good sense of the game, what made you decide to stay in Shadow?
Well, I mean, besides the obvious, I'm a neurospicy goth woman. Honestly, Shadow is just, it's hard to put into words. As a camp, we're it, you know? Like, we're a great
I mean,
community.
I agree.
But
But I'm biased.
Yeah, we're
you know.
biased. Yeah.
we're just, everybody's so welcoming and very, very friendly, and we're all here for it. We're all here for each other. We're all here for making the game and making the game that each of us experiences incredible. And last year was my first Drachenfest. This year will be my second. I have been on the Discord server. Both y'all know I'm very active on the Discord server because I have no chill.
Yeah.
And
Who amongst us?
you know, valid point. But everybody is wonderful. I've made such incredible friends. We're all so helpful. We all support each other, even though most of y'all fuckers live in New England.
Some of us live in Canada.
Okay,
some
well,
of us
that's
also
true.
live in the Midwest.
Some of y'all. Midwest with an asterisk.
East Coast imposter. I know.
Yeah, like I Missouri is Midwest. Some of y'all are a little but anyway. But even though there's so much distance between us, we're just always down for each other, you know?
Oh yeah.
And we love to collaborate, throw our ideas in, and we'll just go off on it. And everybody is incredibly supportive. And I didn't have a single bad experience with a shadow camper at Drachenfest last year
so
or
happy to hear
since.
that.
Everybody's been absolutely wonderful and lovely. And even if somebody's not from Shadow Camp, everybody's so welcoming and friendly, and we're always willing to get involved in shenanigans and help make people's game and lift up play. And like last year with the weather disaster that started before game even started, a group of us went and started helping other camps. Like,
Yep.
Which was huge.
where it's at.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just
No, I think extremely well said. Yeah, it's like it's hard to put to words in some ways, but I think you encapsulated it really well. It's like just an extremely
the vibes
supportive group.
Are immaculate.
Yeah, exactly.
We are the vibe. Not only do we look fabulous, we are fabulous.
Perfect. Yeah. No notes.
Yes,
Send
perfect.
print.
Okay. So obviously you're having a great time in Shadow Camp.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite part, either about Shadow Camp or in general, the camp experience? Like, what do you really love about the camp aspect of the game?
Well, for one, we're on a hill, so we didn't really have to deal with any flooding.
It's very true. So true. So true. So honest.
Real talk, though. Like I said, we all helped each other. We were all so understanding. We were all so very willing to, in character and out of character, very willing to, if somebody needed help with something, everybody took the time to explain it or to help set it up. Everybody wanted to support people's individual and group role play. I got handed just a random plate of spaghetti last year. Like someone was like, "Oh, you're hungry? Here."
That happens a lot. No, that happens a lot. I got handed a random bowl of ice cream, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, Shadow Camp, I think, is pretty much the Italians of the group. The Italians of the game. We feed everybody, we take care of everybody, and we affectionately bap them over the head when they're doing something dumb.
It's perfect. Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
As an Italian woman, this just reminds me of my dad's family. Like, straight up.
No,
yeah, I think
a little spookier.
Yeah, spooky Italian. I think the family vibes, like you touched on, though, are very accurate.
Like and even better, we're the Addams family.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a favorite quirky shadow moment? Like something I guess like wouldn't be a normal experience that like maybe somebody else in the other camps might have had, just like very intrinsically shadow moment. Because I feel like you got roped into a lot of interesting shenanigans being one of our politicians last year too.
So many things. It was wonderful. Well, for one, we're all there. Y'all are asking an ADHD woman to give specifics. This is rude.
You give us broad strokes too.
Everybody's down with sacrificing themselves and each other.
That's a very that you understood the assignment.
Yep. I especially like sacrificing others.
Fear dying or killing in game. We don't, because we're Shadow Camp.
The end comes for us all.
Exactly.
Right.
I think. Oh, I just had something. Oh, the funeral. The impromptu funeral for Roman last year. Absolutely. Mwah. And Chess, that's the character's name, right?
Chessie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chessie becoming a lich via that ritual and unknowingly having to sacrifice her lover. Just mwah. Pure cinema.
Yep.
It's really hard to do that with these on.
You're doing it though. It's very dramatic with the extra length.
Yeah. But yeah, we and then in the Dance Macabre, of course. I loved watching it. Seer didn't get to experience it too terribly much because of my own nonsense, but it was a good time.
I think it's something that, like, I'm glad it's something that occurs every single year, too, because I also had a very similar experience where my first year, I didn't really get to experience it from, like, a character or a player perspective either. I kind of just watched on the sidelines.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I am the one that blinded myself, so, like... Ugh.
Fair enough, yeah. I hope that you get to have, like, a new and interesting experience with it this year.
And it genuinely amuses me how popular the Dance Macabre is and how, like, sought after and what's the word I'm looking for?
It's very exclusive.
That's the word. Yes, how exclusive it is.
Yeah,
and it really kind of gives shadow campers, especially the newbies, like this advantage in roleplay situations because they can kind of leverage that. And shadow camp, we're all about ambition and influence. So
because we have that ticket we can give away. For those of you who don't know, every Shadow Camp member is automatically invited. The tickets we have are to invite other people.
Yeah, they ain't for us.
You want to track down a Shadow Camp member if you want to go to the Dance Macabre. And
sounds like an excellent moment to come make some spooky friends.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Spooky friends and come to Goth Prom, as we fondly call it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Well, just before we go to our last question, though, you said one of your favorite impromptu moments was the funeral. And of course, we know that's going into some fun things this year. Do you want to give us a
teeny, itsy bitsy, teeny tiny,
just teeny tiny look?
You're asking the Italian girl to talk. Oh no!
Oh no! How could I?
Oh. So this year, Seer is bringing with her the Sanctum Umbrarum, which is Drachenfest as far as I could tell, first temple space, which is wild to me considering how many religious characters we have. Like there's a whole the first so many cults. So many cults.
So many cults.
Yep. Many of us.
So the Sanctum is non-denominational. We are not a religion. We are not a cult. We are a space, and we offer that space for people to come utilize. If you want to just hang out, if your character is religious, gets wind of a temple and goes, oh, that would be interesting to check out since they're for everybody to use. We also offer services. Rituals, blessings, curses, moving curses around, consecrations. Excuse my dog.
Didn't hear it.
Oh, buddy. Buddy.
Tankard, I love you. Bad timing. What was I saying?
I think you're
services.
Services.
And you're the best one. Tell us.
No, we got more. Hold on, we got more.
Okay.
There are funerals. There are also confessionals, and the subset of confessionals, which started off as a joke and somehow turned into a serious thing. The final solace, which are confessionals where you come, put your head on somebody's thighs and get head scritches while you share your deepest, darkest sins and secrets with us.
I love that was a joke to start.
It was like it was not meant to be serious, and it was just so popular that I kind of was like, well, you know what? At this point,
might as well.
Sure, why not? I jokingly call us the degenerate camp for a reason.
People are going to be so relaxed though, getting head scritches.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially if Sear's the one doing their confessional, because these bitches, feel great. Just for the record, they're wonderful.
I'll come confess to you.
And with the Thynal Solace, if the player consents, maybe you'll get murked. Looking for a fun way to check out Limbus? Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
I think that's great. Like, what a funny way to go to Limbus.
I know, right? And the long-term goal is that hopefully other people will love the idea and other sanctums will pop up in other camps. We'll get like Sanctum Argentum for silver, something along those lines. And eventually we'll all just be sister temples or a network of temples that exist in Drachenfest.
But we're going to keep the monopoly on the funeral services, right? It's only right. The end, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I like, this is going to be the first year. Nothing's set in stone except that the funeral services are mine. Thank you very much. But that's the long-term hope that people will see this and go, oh, that sounds like fun. And maybe each branch can have their own camp-specific service, like Shadow Camp has the funerals. But it really is, it's just meant to be a space to utilize and include and hopefully support the religious roleplay at Drachenfest. And also a fun, cool looking space to attract people to come hang out at Shadow, check out all the stuff we have going on at camp, and get out of the sun a little bit.
Yeah.
Fair.
I love all of it. I'm so excited about it. I think you're hitting on such an interesting part of the game. Like we've said, untapped, like wildly untapped.
And I have already secured some incredible roleplay opportunities for us with other groups. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay. So obviously you've thought about the religious aspect a lot. You've been, as you said, funerals are yours. You've been thinking about them. So our fun little question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to plan a funeral for the Shadow Avatar, what would it include? Or alternatively, if you were to plan a funeral for any of the avatars, what would you do?
Well,
let's start with Shadow, maybe.
So let's take a moment to specify that the avatar is not the dragon. It is it is a mortal vessel that the dragon uses. And so I'm not planning a funeral for a god. I'm not doing that.
We're not dethroning and killing God. This isn't an anime.
Find out in game. But for an avatar, especially the shadow avatar for Seer at least, it would be a huge deal. So we're thinking over the top. It's going to be big. It's going to be loud. It's going to be flashy. So
Ooh.
the thought
Yep.
process is enlisting a ritual master and beginning it as a ritual in the Great Ritual Circle.
Yeah, I
Even
volunteer my services.
better.
Mhm.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah. Not real incense because allergies and stuff, but incense and chanting and bells and death whistles and large grandiose speeches and sermons and litanies and dirges and a procession starting at the bazaar, going from camp to camp and ending in Shadow Camp where the avatar's body is laid to rest.
That would be so good.
It would be
Would be
so
good. I
good.
love our avatar, but now I almost want to kill them.
I know. Zach
Right?
did an incredible job last year. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Very
that
much
that
so.
really great shot of me as Seer from the most recent picture drop was me bowing to the avatar.
Excellent. I love it.
So like no,
I feel like we just love our avatar, and
we
I think
do.
secretly our avatar loves us back.
There's no secret about it. The amount of my nonsense that man has heart reacted to, both on Discord and on Facebook, because he accepted my friend request.
Mm.
No,
Very
Zach
nice.
is incredible, and I genuinely think he is down for all of our shenanigans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think just because I think largely how we've described the vibe of Shadow and kind of how everybody is like he fits into that mold so well because I think all of the players are like very player supportive, very like, you know, character supportive. And I think because it was his first time playing the Avatar last year too, everybody took it upon themselves, first player or veteran player, to like lift his game as the Avatar too, because we could all tell he was going to do well in the role.
Yeah, and part of the reason, at least in character for Seer, that she's bringing the temple is because he found out she's a priestess of life, fate, and death and went, I want you as a priestess to increase the influence of Shadow, to spread my influence. And she went, bet.
Yeah. I'll make a whole enterprise.
Yeah.
I want y'all to know, like, this wasn't, like, I thought it would just be, I'd have a one little pop-up and I'd just be offering some funeral services, and then in the last 4 months, it really turned into
You've like 14 people as acolytes or something now.
Massive. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, this could be good.
It could be really good.
Yeah.
This could be so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I've been advertising in the other camps Discords, and everybody seems really interested and excited about it.
Awesome.
I think it's going to be incredible, and I really think it's going to add a lot to the game as a whole, and I love that.
Yeah, absolutely same.
Yeah, I think so too. Awesome.
Okay. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Sid, for joining us and telling us about your character and your experience at Shadow. It's like incredible. Of course. Yeah, of course we're happy to. It's really nice to hear just like kind of a little bit behind the curtain about what your plans were with the Sanctum and with like just things you've learned, because like Emily has been playing. Emily, it's going to be your 4th year or your 5th year?
This will be my 4th year.
You'll be Emily's 4th year.
I wasn't
my
at
3rd
the
year.
first year, but
yeah. So like Emily and I have been a couple of times, like to hear your experience as a new player and had to hear you had such a profoundly positive experience to turn around and be like, I'm going to make a really important part of camp and like make all of this game for new players. It's just really nice. It's like nice to hear. It's so nice to hear and kind of just you get to hear like what prompted that and like what parts of camp were your favorite and like what you're hoping to bring to the game at large. I think it's all going to be wonderful. I'm very excited about it.
Just to see the vibes continue to kind of pass on as players join.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone's just building off the same great stuff has been amazing.
And seeing all the new players that this is going to be their first Drachenfest pop into the server and immediately like ask questions and immediately get all of the answers, all of the breakdowns. They get lots of recommendations. They get a a couple reality checks, but gently,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good to
Um,
set him up with the right expectations. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's been incredible to watch. And that was my experience last year when I popped into the server for the first time too. Like everybody was like, these are all the answers to your questions. Here's some links to stuff that you're thinking about, looking at. You might make your game more comfortable and or safer if we have another heat wave. Lo and behold, we did.
Lo and behold, we did.
Like it was just wonderful. Everybody was and still is incredibly supportive and really trying to make sure that everybody, veteran and newbie alike, has a very safe and very fun and fulfilling game. And I love that so much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And this is the end.
All right.
So we'll stop here.
Because all things must end.
All things must end.